Hello, thank you so much for purchasing with Medium Emary. Today we are going to give you a tea leaf reading. So I'm going to sage the area first. So saging is a way to clear out energy before any reading that is done, or as well just saging the energy to clear it out, to make the energy fresh and new and not blocked. Alright, so I'm going to sage a little bit. And I do also have a oracle card deck called Life Purpose. It's by Doreen Virtue. I am going to pull out one card for you at the end of the tea leaf reading. It's a very pretty deck. And so basically, a tea leaf reading is a form of divination where I will drink your tea and intuitively tune into your name and your energy. Your name and info will be confidential, so I will only go over what you asked. And afterwards, the tea leaves will create formations and shapes, and the energy itself, I'm able to read the tea leaves and pass on telepathic information I'm receiving from spirit and the tea leaves to you. So it's a fun little gypsy tradition. I will show you the little ritual that I would do right after I drink your tea. I am using black tea. Alright, so there's a little bit of hot water and a little bit of black tea in there. So I'm going to drink it, and I'll be right back. Hello, hun. So I am back. I did a quick little prayer, and I drank some of your tea, and now we are going to do the little ritual. So we will start off by swishing the water in the tea leaves 3 times to the side of your non-dominant hand, which is my left. So I'll go 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And then afterwards, I will dump it onto the teacup. So if you were here in person with me, this is what you would be doing. Instead of me drinking it, you would be drinking it. And then I would read it. But since I'm already tuning into your energy and your name, I'm doing it on your behalf. And so afterwards, we're going to do 3 full turns towards my non-dominant hand, which is my left. So this is 1, 2, and then 3. And then last but not least, we're going to do a quick 3 taps, basically saying, welcome spirit. Alright? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And now I'll begin reading your tea leaves, hun. Alright, so these are your tea leaves. I don't know if you can see here. I don't know if you can see very much, but it's kind of, it has all its own areas that I will go over right now. But basically, before, accessing this point, I did feel that there's something about believing in yourself, and I feel like you have low self-esteem in yourself, and either you've been belittled or put down a lot, or I just feel a lot of hurt and pain coming from you. And there's something about letting go of the past and letting go of these things that no longer exist. And there's something about knowing that you have a future ahead of you, and beautiful things can happen and new things can happen. But first you must find a way to forgive the past and move on. Now, either if you can't forgive the situation, try to forgive yourself and try to find ways where you could accept and forgive what happened in the past. There's something about holding on to something. And I do feel like it was either something traumatic or very intense on you, so either a relationship or a loss of someone or a situation between a family member, but there's something about a certain situation that was very, very hard, or a relationship with someone. But keep this in mind, hun. I definitely feel like there's something of that that's kind of held you back or is holding you back. It's this low self-esteem that needs to be self-analyzed. Like you have you have to realize this on your own and realize that you have self-worth and you're worth a lot, you know? Um, and you have to believe in your self-worth and love yourself. There's something about learning to love yourself again or finding yourself again if you felt lost at some point. Finding yourself again and really trying hard this time without investing your energy on other people. Sorry if you heard that. It was like a sneeze. Somebody was sneezing. My boyfriend was sneezing in the hallway. But there's something about investing your time more in yourself than others. I do feel like you have a lot of potential to do things. I don't know what you're doing career-wise, but I do feel like sometimes you're lost and you don't know what to do, and you don't know what you enjoy, and you don't know what you like. But there's something about once you start learning to love yourself and finding the love within yourself, you will start feeling that love of knowing who you are and what you want and your purpose, etc. Okay? I know this seems strange, but I don't know if you can see this, but I see a butterfly there. So there's definitely something about rebirth, transformation, one starting out as something and then transforming into something beautiful. Okay, so you're this butterfly, and if you love butterflies, this can be something symbolic as well and meaningful that's just coming through the tea leaves. It can be also an animal spirit guide or a sign from spirit. When I mean a sign from spirit, I am a medium too, so I can communicate with past loved ones in spirit. So it can mean somebody in spirit that's communicating to you through butterflies, but if anything, it's just a sign from the universe with a butterfly representing rebirth and transformation. And if you've been seeing them a lot lately, it's just a definite confirmation about that. Okay, so butterflies, I love butterflies. That is a huge sign I have of my spirit guides, and it's very beautiful. It represents rebirth and out with the old, in with the new, new beginnings, new things, new transitions. Again, letting go of the past and going forward and going into something new. Okay. I also see this tree. Don't know if you can see it, but I see a trunk and a tree. Again, it's very rebirth things. Things have to do with growing. You've gone through a lot of growing. You got to continue to grow and healing. Trees represent a lot of healing too, and a balance between having connection with the spirit world and the earth world. And there's a lot of healing that's going on right now. Okay, and growing. Okay, lessons. Okay. I don't know why, but I see a pig. I see a little piggy right there. Don't know if you like pigs, but there's something about a cute pig that's just here. If it's not meaning anything to you right now, it can mean something. I don't know what pigs mean, but I know there's definitely a meaning for a lot of animals. If you check online, there's something about a pig, but it's really cute. A cute little pig, okay? And it's like a little pig. It looks like the pig is chasing the butterfly. It's just a cute symbol here. But definitely the butterfly and the tree represents healing and growth, okay? Okay, so I'm also feeling you have to be careful with, there's something about either jumping to conclusions or assuming things without really analyzing the situation. So you got to be careful with that. I don't know if this is something you do a lot, but try not to just jump to conclusions so much. And before something, before figuring out something or realizing something, just analyze the situation, observe it first before acting and just jumping the gun. Because I feel like that's something that happens to you. You react irrationally sometimes because you just go with emotions and you can get sensitive if anything. So try to find ways to think more before acting. Using your mind more. Because I think it's really hard for people sometimes, especially who are very sensitive. I feel like you're an empath. So empaths are people that can feel energy of others, and you just feel their energy, so you start reacting with those emotions. So I would say it's basically about allowing yourself to use common sense, intuition, common sense, logic, and intuition instead of just using all emotions, because sometimes emotions can take over you. And I feel like that can happen with you, hun. So find ways to think more before acting. Okay, this I feel will be a helpful tip for you. Okay, I feel like you have a lot going for you. You just have to let go of these things that I'm talking about first before all this happens, you know? Now, what I mean by letting go, maybe you've already let go of them physically or let go of the situation physically, but probably it's a metaphorical thing, an emotional thing, where the emotions are still suppressed and it needs to be still properly expressed, okay? So that is what I'm feeling with that. Now, purpose-wise, in your next chapter, definitely when I focus on the fact of what's your new phase in your life, definitely new beginnings. New beginnings are coming your way, okay? Um, Once you start loving yourself and once you let go and forgive what happened, okay? And also start being positive about yourself and everything that you can do, you know, your self-worth and what you deserve and having more confidence in yourself, etc., believing in yourself, loving yourself like you can't even imagine, okay? Um, there's just that little thing that needs to be worked on, and I feel like once you do that, you can attract whatever you want, you can manifest whatever you want to do. It's just this little thing that has to do with yourself and caring about yourself. You know, I don't know if you ever felt like you didn't feel comfortable in your own skin or happy with yourself or depression or anxiety or whatever it is, but it's something that has to do with finding that peace and a little bit of balance, okay? And finding ways to make yourself feel better in the next 5 minutes or, you know, instead of being in the past or future, being in the now. That's very important. I feel like depression can get you, or just feeling down can get you a lot, okay? I'm gonna pull out a card from the Oracle card deck, which is Life Purpose, hon, okay? I have your name in my head. Wow. Talk about transition, talk about forgiving, talk about just all these things that I'm talking about, you know. It's beautiful. The card that I got right now is Strength, and it says, everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. Look how beautiful that is. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to read in the guidebook a little bit about what it's talking about. I don't know if you can see it well. Let me see here. You're stronger than you realize. According to this card, your career dreams require inner resolve and courage. Look how confirming that is. I'm literally saying, and I was feeling from your tea leaves, once you find that self-realization and love and acceptance towards yourself, then your career and your dreams will come through. And you've built those qualities from your life lessons. Everything you've ever experienced has brought you to this moment, and you're more prepared than ever to start a new project and persevere to complete it. It's human nature to shy away from projects that are perceived to be difficult or that bring up fears of failure. Nevertheless, these projects are calling your name. Whether you're guided to write that book, change careers, return to school, start your own business, or present your artwork to the public, you have the strength to do so. Which path do you think will lead you to greater joy? Taking steps in the direction of your dream, even if you're unsure whether the dream is viable or whether you're taking the right steps to achieve it or endlessly procrastinating. Which path will ultimately be more painful to experience? Risking defeat or humiliation by taking action, or playing it safe? So it's definitely focusing on, you've gone through so much in your life itself that you have the ability to just go after what you want to go after. Don't hold yourself back from what you want to do. Even if right now you're not sure, just go with the flow. Just go with the flow of things. Don't overwhelm yourself and realize it's all inner work. Okay? Now, on a purpose level, I am feeling there's something about healing energy to you, helping people. I feel like you have this energy that makes people feel good when you sit with them, when you're next to them. You don't have to say much. I don't feel like you're a person of a lot of words, but your energy itself, like if they speak to you, you're like a good listener. Okay, you make them feel good just sitting next to them. And that's a very healing energy that you have. So there's a lot of healing qualities to you. I feel like you can help people and be there for people. So that's something I feel that's a strong purpose that you have, healing and helping people. Okay, so just know this is a lot of soul development here, but it's all positive. And I send you lots of love and beautiful energy your way, hon. It was a pleasure reading your tea leaves. Again, what I was going to say was this whole section is definitely the suppression I was talking about, that suppressed emotions of forgiveness and acceptance, okay? But look how beautiful that butterfly is, and the pig, and the tree. So I will leave you with that, hon. I very much hope you enjoyed this reading. I feel like you have everything in the bag, it's just more of believing yourself and learning to love yourself. That's something I feel like you need to work on, hun, before taking those huge steps, okay? Learning to love yourself and enjoying this rebirth and transformation, okay? Lots of love from the heaven above. It was a pleasure, and I hope to hear from you again. Bye now.